Thank you for tuning in again this week. Across Montgomery County and the state, we're dealing with the disturbing trend of juveniles committing crime. We need more tools to address this problem. Incarcerating and giving kids criminal records, particularly for nonviolent offenses, only serves to create a long-term revolving door for them as teens and adults that makes them unemployable, less likely to have housing, more likely to need significant social service supports. Alternative forms of rehabilitation are needed. The traditional lock them up approach doesn't work, never has, but we need solutions that fall between locking them up and doing nothing. We have youth offenders who know they won't face any consequences and parents that cannot or will not rein in their kids. We have too many juvenile repeat offenders. They are arrested for the same or similar crimes over and over again with no recourse for the police, clinicians, or anyone else. We need consequences that can be used to drive kids that need mental health or substance use treatment to receive it. I believe we need to develop a middle ground approach where there are consequences for repeat offenders, but not tied to traditional jails and creating a criminal record. Alternative facilities where youth receive treatment, education supports, job training, and other services to address their underlying causes of their behavior is what we need. I don't think people fully understand the depth of hopelessness that many children feel. They are in their teen years and they don't see a way forward or up and out of poverty. These are the impacts of centuries of racism in this country that we haven't even begun to address. Their parents grew up in similar environments that lacked opportunity. You simply can't pretend that our social constructs did not and do not affect the person's view of the world and their view of their own place in the world. I'm not looking for tougher solutions. I'm interested in better solutions, more appropriate and focused on changing outcomes. Tougher sounds like a gutsy emotional response, but doesn't fix anything. We need actual solutions that will change the trajectory of these children. We have to create a system of juvenile care facilities focused on education, rehabilitation, and strong social emotional treatments, and a requirement that all schools have programs that focus on job skills and opportunities so that no kids leaves high school wondering what they're going to do with their lives. This effort is a discussion that needs to be had at all levels of government. I'm committed to doing more and hope you'll lend your voice, advocacy, and support for these new efforts. Addressing climate change and designing an effective implementation policy are top priorities for us. We have one of the most aggressive climate action plans in the nation with the goal of an 80% reduction in greenhouse gases by 2027 and 100% reduction by 2035. Our efforts to enact the climate action plan and achieve its goal are led by the county's climate change officer, and I am pleased to welcome Sarah Kogel-Smucker to this position and to our team. Sarah is joining us after leading the creation of a climate change division in the District of Columbia, Office of the People's Council. Prior to her work in the district, she served as a senior counsel for the New York City Law Department's Environmental Division. In this role, she advocated for the deployment of affordable clean energy initiatives, analyzed environmental legislation, and advised other divisions on climate policy. She has more than 15 years of experience in environmental issues, particularly in the area of environmental law. As a county, we cannot solve alone the global problems created by climate change, but we can be a leader and a model for other jurisdictions. And Sarah's work will be an important part of these efforts. Please continue to follow our progress on our efforts by going to montgomerycountymd.gov/climate. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic violence impacts all classes, races, ethnicities, genders, and backgrounds. Sadly, we know it is a bigger threat than the statistics show. On average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. Per year, this totals more than 10 million women and men, mostly women. It is crucial that those in need reach out for assistance because in some cases, help is free and available. This county is proud to be the home to a 24/7 crisis line, the Family Justice Center, and a system of victim advocates. They work with investigators and community partners to help address crisis situations. The Victim Assistance and Sexual Assault Program, run through our Department of Health and Human Services, focuses on providing information, making referrals, and offering other support that can help victims. A public health campaign was launched last year that brought more attention to the need for sexual assault forensic exams. Those ads were on ride-on buses across Montgomery County. Exams help in the prosecution of cases and can lead to immediate relief for those in danger of repeated abuse. 4 of the 22 homicides recorded in 2022 were domestic related. You may have also noticed much more information and outreach about domestic violence related services thanks to the American Rescue Plan Act money. We hope it leads to more people to find the free services run by our county partners, which include programs to help children who witness domestic violence. Police officers, who are generally the first to respond to these calls for help, learn how to educate victims on their rights, encourage victims to consider aid services, and treat each scene the right way. That can mean de-escalating a situation, protecting families from violence, or keeping potential evidence untampered with. An independent survey found our officers are well-trained and compassionate in these situations. I want to thank everyone involved in this complicated issue, from the state's attorney's office to the service providers who work to help individuals. That can mean helping victims find short-term housing, food, or a job to escape a dangerous situation. This week, our Office of Human Resources conducted a career fair at the Silver Spring Civic Building. We had nearly 1,000 job seekers attend. This successful event will be very helpful to us in filling the many full-time and part-time jobs we currently have available. This was the county's second major job and hiring event this year, designed to attract job seekers across various careers. At these career fairs, 1 in 7 attendees received a contingent job offer. When you choose to work for Montgomery County, you're not just getting a job, you're opening doors to an incredible career. We are committed to providing our employees a work environment that values their talents, fosters their professional growth. The average Montgomery County employee has worked for the county for over a decade, over twice as long as the average U.S. worker. Our goal is to create a culture where our employees will want to spend their entire career working for our residents, businesses, and visitors. If you missed this career fair, we will be having another one soon. In the meantime, please visit workformcg.com to find the perfect job in our government. We would love to have you join our team. We've had a wonderful month of Hispanic heritage events and festivities throughout the county. There have been weekly Latin music celebrations in Wheaton, and our Department of Environment has been hosting a series of environmental festivals celebrating the Hispanic community. Next Wednesday, our libraries will celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month with author Tony Medina as its featured contemporary conversation series speaker from 6 to 8 p.m. on Wednesday, October 11th at the Rockville Memorial Library. And Hispanic Heritage Month will conclude with the celebration of flags, or Que Bonita Bandera. This event will be held on Friday the 13th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Miriam Fryer Town Plaza in Wheaton. Attendees are invited to bring or wear the colors of the flags that represent their countries of origin. In order to join this celebration and to celebrate the diversity of communities and cultures that make up Montgomery County. You're more than welcome to join us at these events. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, and I hope you have a great week.